Hey there, welcome to Dealmakers Decoded. This is a series featuring top deal makers and their number one tip to help you close more deals faster. Today we have Steve and Collura. Steve, thanks for coming on. Tell us a quick bit about yourself.
Hey, Chris, thanks for having me, and hi, everyone. My name's Stephen Collura. I'm a mid-market account executive here at HubSpot. Had a few years of selling experience at the Aberdeen Group before coming here as well.
Great, well thanks again for coming on. We can see from your bio you've been really successful the past few years. What do you think your secret sauce is to success? What is one tip that you'd want to share with other people?
Yeah, so I think one of the skills that have made me successful in my career is really just being genuinely curious in the sales process. Right? One of my favorite parts about being a sales professional is the fact that I get to have a bird's eye view into the different businesses that I work with day in and day out. And I really, really enjoy learning about how different companies operate, how they position their product in the market, how they position themselves to prospects and customers. And I think that's something that's really hard to fake, right? I think people can tell when that's genuine and when your line of questioning is designed to just support your product pitch versus truly understand their business. And, for me, that's the goal of every sales conversation is it's not how do I sell my product, but how do I understand this customer and figure out whether or not their challenges and their objectives align with what I'm actually trying to sell. And if it works out, great, right? And oftentimes you'll find that through that type of process, you might not be the best fit, right? But I find that, people appreciate the approach, and what you'll find is that you're going to be spending your time with the right people whose challenges and their goals really do align with how you can actually help folks.
That's really interesting, Steve. Have you ever lost deals because of it, and obviously commission checks?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's just part of the process is just understanding what's a good fit and what's a bad fit. So there's definitely scenarios where I'll actually refer business to competitors in our space because I think, someone's needs align with their solutions better. But ultimately for me, I think what I find is that I'm putting my time in the right places or investing in the right people as a result of taking that tact.
And I'm sure you just have a stronger pipeline at the end of the month and quarter.
Exactly, right? Like the stuff that's there is like you're not pushing people to see the vision or pushing people to feel the pain that you want them to feel, right? Instead, it's like the people who are in that bucket at the end of the month or at the end of the quarter, they truly do have a need that you can solve for, and it creates a lot of strength and confidence in your numbers and in your pipeline and in the sales conversations you're having.
Awesome. Any final points or takeaways that you'd recommend?
Yeah, so I think, everyone talks about this tact, right? And I think, my call to action to your sales rep would be like, the next time you go into a discovery conversation, really, really set your goal is to understand your customer, not to sell your product, right? And if you can position yourself and put yourself on the other side of the coin and really see it from their angle, I think people recognize that. I think people appreciate it. I think you'll gain more trust. You'll have a stronger pipeline, and you'll close more deals.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on, Steve. Really appreciate it. Next week, we have August Radbill from Drift talking about control in the sales process. Also, if you'd like to be featured, please fill out the link below. I'd love to have more guests on here. And also subscribe and get these Dealmakers Decoded episodes right to your inbox. So thanks again, Steve. Thanks for everyone for listening, and see you next week.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Chris.